Hello everybody. All right, I got to be honest with you. I know my videos are always upbeat and positive. I got some positive things to say at the end. A lot of stuff that I videotape that you're going to be interested on. But I got to be honest with you. My health is not the best right now, and let me explain. Most of my viewers know about 7 months ago I went in for surgery. It was to fix a problem from the surgery before, and it was a total fail. And not getting gross on you, but I have an abdominal obstruction somewhere. So I went in for a CAT scan, and they're not sure what's wrong with me, why things aren't working. So what they did was they tried a different medication with me. And you know, the medication sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work. And it says take 1 or 2 pills a day. Well, the past 2 days, since things weren't working, I decided, well, 2 pills were too much. 1 pill wasn't enough, so 1.5. Well, I was sick as a dog today. I really was. Now then, we're not sure whether it's because I upped the medication, which I think it is. Mr. Louis thinks it could have been food poisoning. I've had food poisoning before. I've had it quite a few times. This to me is not food poisoning. But what it's going to do is it's going to make me 3 days behind schedule because I'm not taking the medication tonight. Tomorrow morning I'm going to eat the burrito. If I'm deathly sick tomorrow, it's the burrito's fault. If not, then I can, if it is, then I can take the medication. Anyhow, it's not a good thing. So it's put me 2 to 3 days behind. I think I wanted to get to the WRTR a couple of days early, and I know a few people are depending on me to get there. They can't wait for me to get there, and I can't wait to be there, but we got to see what's happening. All right, so let's say it's the medication, okay? And I can't take the medication anymore. That's okay. This is how I traveled all summer long. I knew I was having problems. I attended to the problems. It's not like I'm waiting to put off treatment. I am not waiting to put off treatment. But at the RTR, I may not be feeling good some days, and that's okay. I want to be there. You know, I'm going to be there. All right. So I've been sick for 6 months before this new medication. All right. So if it's a medication fail, no more medication, go back the other way. So here's the good news, is the VA, yeah, they're not touching me again. They put in a referral for community care to a really good doctor for me. And this is why I can go to Quartzsite. Here's the bad news, is they filed this paperwork at the beginning of December. Does the new people have the paperwork to admit me as a patient? No. Why would that be? Because the VA is behind on their paperwork, or that's what we found out today. So basically at the new hospital, no paperwork, no patient. So I got to be very patient to be a patient at the new hospital. I hope that makes sense. All right, so let's get on to some happy news. I should have been done building my van today, but I was completely indisposed. I did work on it for a couple of hours. I did shoot a bunch of video of, the first part is how I took it all apart. The second video is how I put it all together, and I show you step by step, you know, what goes in what bins. Organization is key when you're living in a tiny space. So that one's a good one. The third one, hopefully I'm feeling good tomorrow, how I set up my vehicle for the heat. Not the heat. It's freaking cold in Quartzsite. It could be 30 degrees outside, but me and Miss Lucy are going to be really nice and warm inside. How I'm going to show you step by step how I put up my fort. We'll do that when I'm in Quartzsite. Things that I use to block the cold, you know, temporary little things that really help. When I get up to Redlands, I'm going to pick up my rice socks, which I lie along the doors. All these little things help. So that'll be a mishmash of my third video, staying warm, because it really is important staying warm, especially in places like Quartzsite. I've seen a lot of people. I do have a nice minivan. I don't want a Mr. Buddy propane heater. All right, so, and then the other thing is, I think we do stealth camping Sunday. And what I'm going to do is expand on not a little bit of how I stealth camp and everything, but more like where I would stealth camp, stealth camping in different states, stealth camp in different places. Would I stealth camp here? Would I not stealth camp there? So I think write it in the comments below if that's what you're having trouble with, is the stealth camping. Me personally, I love stealth camping. I can stealth camp all across the country, and like I said, it's different stealth camping in San Diego, and my video will be coming out. I did so much videotape of where would I stealth camp in New York City. I love New York City. There are some places I would never stealth camp, but I think timing is really the trick in New York City. When do you pull into your parking space? How to find a parking space, because my complaint before is, and I've watched these YouTubers, same YouTubers that go to Buc-ee's and brag that Buc-ee's is the greatest thing since sliced bread, and they're wearing their pajamas in the parking lot, and Buc-ee's won't let you camp there overnight, and half their stuff is made from China and it's overpriced. These are the same YouTubers that'll say, oh yeah, I stealth camp in New York City, and it's like, wait a minute, I know that area. I see that graffiti. I would not stealth camp there. That is the bad part of town. So I will show you where the good part of town, where you can be with all the action. Oh my gosh. I'm not a pro at New York City, but I've been there quite enough. So, yeah. And the other thing I do is I walk. So as I'm walking, I'm making notes. Where are the bathrooms? Bathrooms are hard to find in New York City. They really are, but I find everyone. I think I was over by a Target. There was a grocery store with a bathroom. So, a lot of restaurants won't let you in. Of course they have Panera Breads out there. They have Starbucks, so they have bathrooms. But different parts of towns, it is quite different, and finding the bathroom is really important to me. So basically is what makes it different stealth camping in San Diego versus Palm Springs. Well, I'll tell you. Would you like to go to Disneyland for the day? Well, here's the way it used to be. Now, there's Redlands, and then there's Disneyland, and it's normally like an hour drive, but nighttime, you're in traffic, could be 2 hours, could be 3 hours. Well, you would hate to go to Redlands, go to Disneyland, be exhausted all day, right? You're exhausted. What better way could it be to have another 2-hour ride home, or pay a couple $100s for hotels? So wouldn't you rather stealth camp around the Disneyland area? I know I certainly would. But there are, just like New York City, there's good parts of towns and there's bad parts of towns, and I would not want to. Also, stealth camping in Las Vegas, I used to live out there, so I will tell you where the good parts are. I see stealth campers do that all the time, and I'm like, ay. I don't want to be on the road with the motorhomes and the broken down motorhomes, but a lot of campers do that, and it's like, I just don't think that's a good idea, or that's not a good fit for me. I'd rather be in a nice apartment complex. What casinos to camp at? So are you liking my ideas? Are you liking the way I'm changing the channel? I am. I'm turning it all into van life, because that's what I love, and I hope you're with me in this year. Did you like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that stuff? Because this year, once we figure out what's wrong with my stomach, we're going to do an awful lot of camping. I can't wait to get to San Francisco. I know I have a friend, Lee, who has an excellent, she's a wonderful camper. She has a great camping spot selected for me. And that's the one thing about the RTR, is you hook up with all these people and they're like, hey, you ever want to come to San Diego? I work at the zoo. I work at security, and I'll let you camp here overnight. It's like, I have made so many friends that really help me find great stealth camping spots. So Sunday is going to be all about stealth camping. Like I said, I can't afford hotel rooms most of the time. We did make the exception for New York, but if I could stealth camp there, I definitely would. Anyhow, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm sorry about the bad news. I'm sorry I'm not going to get there as soon as I want to. Nothing I can do. All I can do is experiment with different medications, see what works, see what doesn't work, hope for the best, and hope that I finally get to be seen by a really good doctor, someone competent. Anyhow, I will see you down the road. Thank you for being there for me. All right, bye.